Hi guys, welcome to the video. In this video I'm going to be doing a solo run of the Presage exotic mission. Now this can be located in the pinnacle section of the portal and is on Grandmaster difficulty. Much the same as everybody else watching this. I haven't been in here in a while, but this is like my second run since it came back. My first one was during the bug thing, and I never actually went in. I tested a loadout in here and wasn't happy with it and dipped out and, well, never came back in. So tonight I decided it's time to do it, and the amount I'd forgotten here was unbelievable. So most of it I got, I just maybe forgot some where the location of some of the switches were. So here we go. This is the full run. As you can see, we're basically doing it's a small traversal part at the start. The main combat sections, there are basically three main combat sections, one being the boss. So I'm pretty sure most people know how this works. There are sections that you need to shoot those blue balls. Cue the laughing. You've got to shoot them to get that buff, the egregore link, and that's what they are. It's the egregore you've got to shoot. And that lets you pass through those sections. You cannot pass through them unless you have the egregore link. So this mission basically is find switches to open panels, to shoot fuses, to open doors, to get egregore, to go through things. So there's a lot of it reminds me a lot of the Encore mission, where you've got to get things to get things to get things. As you can see there, I forgot to grab the egregore link. Teething pains. I'm pretty sure, I mean, as I was thinking, this was, some people might not call it bugged, but it was kind of bugged because it had an egregious time limit, and from what I heard, it had a death loop. So if you died, there's a good chance you weren't going to be able to finish it anyway. So, but I think they've been really, really generous with the timer now. I think I finished this with about 8 minutes left, or 7 minutes 40 left. As I said, there are only a couple of combat sections, but you will face these screebs. The easiest way to deal with them is to run close enough to them that you activate them to explode, and it's a time thing. So as you've seen there's a fuse. This section I always thought was a little bit unnecessary. How many times you've got to come back to this area just to activate a switch. So as you can see here, I'm just going close enough to them to make them explode. Now I know that there's one still there, but there we go. I knew there was one still there, but I'm not sure if there's another one. So as I say, if you just follow the route that I'm taking, if you didn't already know this part, when I get back here, I'm gonna have a little check, because I've got to shoot a fuse to open a doorway. Nope, seems to be okay. You can normally hear them kind of grunting in the background, growling type of thing. So when this first came out, this next section was one of the most difficult. People were getting stuck on this quite a bit, and it's trash. It's basically a trash compactor. It always felt like a throwback to Star Wars to me, but maybe that's just me. The idea is, once you activate this door's going to open, and the floor's going to open, and then the walls are going to start to come in. There are 3 fuses. You can see one there that you have to shoot. Plus, you've got the added bonus of having all these screeps. So what I'm kind of doing is I'm just trying to stay airborne. Now, I've backed myself into a little bit of trouble there. Once you've shot all 3, the doors will stop. They'll stop coming in. The walls will stop coming in. And then once you've shot the 3, there'll be one lit up with red lights. That's the one you go through. And then you're into, this is kind of the first real combat section. So in here you've got 2 snipers, 2 overloads, and a multitude of enemies that will push you. So I'm going to put my rift down here, and then I'm just going to throw this grenade, and hopefully anything that comes up will just die in the grenade. Hopefully. Except for this dude. So here's one overload. We'll just stun him as soon as we can. Bunch more enemies. You see the enemies are there's quite a lot of them, but hopefully, and I was expecting what just happened there, that once I'd stopped the overload because of what I'm using, I was kind of hopeful that the explosion would kill all the other enemies around. As you can see there, it's quite a large explosion, and then my machine gun finishes the job. So take the snipers out first, and then you don't have to worry about ranged attacks. And that the reason why I put my rift down there is because there's a shield in front of me, so if things get hot from the front, I can push up close to the shield. I do have cover. I'm not just relying on my rift to give me damage limitation. And then take out the overloads, be mindful of the enemies that are closing you up. That's why you keep a hold of your grenade. This is like, I suppose this is the main combat section outside of the boss. So you've got a couple of overloads here. You can see I'm stopping this overload here, trying to take him out with the machine gun, taking quite a bit of damage. So I'm just going to put my rift down. As you can see, a common thing that I'm going to do is whenever I'm putting down my rift, I'm trying to, attack from an area, I do it next to cover. So once you've took those adds out, what you're going to get here is you're going to get this abomination, basically a scorn ogre, and then you've got an unstoppable, which I have to be honest, got stopped pretty quickly, and then you're going to have a bunch more of these adds, at least an unstoppable overload unstoppable. What you've got to do to progress is you do have to kill every enemy in here. And how you will know that, once you've killed them all, there'll always be some up here. You can see they've jumped down. Once you've killed them, your score will come up for this area. That is the rule of thumb. That's the easiest way to know you've killed them all. You see when I kill this dude here, there we go, 2,500 points. And that's this area done. So, quick recap. Take out the enemies on the bridge as soon as you cut the overload, and then jump up, take the enemies out on the bridge, then drop down, pop your super, take the two ogres, and then you're left with one more overload and a couple of scoring captains and a few adds. If you do it fast enough, which I don't think I sped through that there, it was just efficient, you won't get a bunch of other enemies spawning, but the longer it takes, you could end up with a load of screebs spawning. There could be a few things come in, so the faster you get that, or the more efficient you get that done, the better. So this was the place I was like, what do I do here? And then remembered, I have to activate this egregore link. So activate that, and then go to your right, and then you're going to have a section here where you've got to shoot shoot fuses and activate switches. So you're going to have these screeps. So I kind of wait until I can get them into such a position where once they don't explode when they're in the air. So I waited for the first two to land. So once you shoot this fuse, that will mean you can jump up here. If you activate this switch fast enough, you don't have to go through the rigmarole of going through the other section and activating another switch. But also, it's only quick if you actually go to the place you're supposed to go. So once you drop back down, come down, get your egregore link, and that will allow you to go through to the next section, which is just through here. There is a couple of sections in here. So this section, I'm saying that there's only two combat sections, three combat sections. There is a lot of little fights, but I'm not classing them as combat sections. So this one's got just a normal overload chief, and then you've got this overload. Now, the reason why I threw my grenade is there's two kind of yellow bars there, but I'm hoping to put a little bit of damage on these guys, because there's a couple of them. You want rid of them. And then you activate this switch, which opens up a doorway down here. There is a turret here. So take the turret, shoot the fuse, which opens up the door to the egregore link, which will allow you to progress through to the next section. So, really, there's one more kind of fighty section. Fighty? I think I just made a word. It's not a very good word, but... So, there's kind of one more. So you can see the double doors here. The one that's lit up closest has got your egregore. And then you just go through to the other side, go through the second panel, turn left, and then you're going to have a little screed here. Just jump over the screed, keep going, and that is you out of this section. No, it's the other way. There we go. Well done. Pull that switch, and then we're through. So the last kind of little combat section. I think I forgot where I was going here as well. Did I? Yeah. Yep, I did. This takes you, as you can see here, you can loop, you can go all the way back. And the minute I went through here, I knew I was going the wrong way. Turn round. As I say, it's been a long time since I've been in here, so I'm looking. I need to reactivate my egregore. But I can see it, but me in the game hasn't noticed it yet. So activate the egregore. If I was to do this again, I'd probably knock maybe a minute off my time. So normally I've got my super here, but I didn't have my super, so I'm popping my whatever it's called. I'm popping my prismatic. There are two ogres. I could have got away with not taking them out, but well, since I'm here, and just melt them. And the reason why you really should take them out, but the reason you don't really have to, as you can see, I was in the position, although I don't know where I'm going, I was in the position to activate that and shoot the fuse. Now the reason why it's a good idea to take them out is because you've got to kind of run down here to get your egregore link and then come back up. You can actually, if you're quick enough, not bother with those two ogres, but why bother? You see how easy they went down. It's no bother at all. Now this is the last little section. It's a bit of a jumping section. So I'm activating this egregore. I'm not gonna have enough time to really make it work. I could have. If you jump up here and take out this sniper, if you shoot the fuse, you can see he kind of got underneath me, so I don't have enough time to take out the other sniper. There's a fuse here that you shoot just below me, just here. That opens the door behind you, which opens up another egregore link. Now, but you need an egregore to get through it. So I'm going to go back, activate my egregore, and then basically, you know, refresh it to get... There used to be a way, like a bit of a cheat way to get through here, but there's no point. I don't really like doing stuff like that, because the reason I don't really advocate all the time doing the fastest way to do it, or kind of the cheap way to do it, is if they change it, then my run is, you know, it's pointless. I like to think that my runs will kind of stand the test of time. My old run that I done on this, my original Presage, would still work on this. It's just the weapons are different now. So here we are at the boss, right? So you just have to put a little bit, you see that, it didn't take long, a little bit on him to make him disappear, and he'll go below ground. Now what we're doing here, almost, you've got to do this 3 times. So you'll have all these enemies that will spawn in. It's like 3 captains, 3 of these Scorn chieftains, and a bunch of ads. And you kill them, and you know you've killed them all when you get these guys popping out. When they pop out, you know that they're the only ads left, right? They don't pop out if there's anything else here. So what you've got to do now is you've got to activate 3 of these consoles. Now what most people do is they activate this one last, because you burn when you come in here. But if you activate this one last, and you will see me do it in one of them, if you activate that one last, as soon as it's activated, and obviously it's the last one, then all the burning stops. But I felt confident enough that I would survive. Once you activate all 3, you come below to fight the boss. Now, he normally hides in one of these corners. There he is. So what I'm going to do, you'll see how much damage this thing does. I mean, he's not really... He's not really posing too much of a threat. Now, this is the part I couldn't remember. I thought that when you done the damage to him and you had to come up, he went immune. But obviously, because these chieftains have come up, he doesn't go immune. So what I'm doing is I'm just burning my super, my heavy, just to take these ads out quickly. And as I already said, the minute I kill this guy over here, these guys will pop out, and that is the end of your little combat section. Now, the first two, so the first was when we came in here. This is the second time we've been up here to these guys. The first two times you do it, the ads will be the same. You'll have a chieftain captain next to the two consoles, and then one up on the platform. And the third time it's slightly different. Now you'll see, because this is the last one. As soon as I activate it, the burning stops. Now I'm going to go back down. Now I have my super, but I do not intend on using it. I'm just going to kill the few little lads that are here, and the boss will eventually go, what? Let's get him. No, there he is. So I'm going to do exactly what I've done in the first, and just I'll put my rift down and get my bit of burn. Now you could just, on both sides there's these pipes, right? You can just jump up on them and be safe off the ground. Or just, again, take out any kind of latent ads. I know he'll come back to me. There he is. I can just see him to the left there. And then as soon as you've done the damage to him, then the burning will start again. So here we go. We're going to get the ads. Take out. Because I'm using a solar SMG, I like to take captains out first. I didn't expect him to be so aggressive, but well, it didn't really work for him. When you come up here, the difference in the ads for the third one is you get these snipers, and then you get a bunch of ads that spawn in as well, and they're normally these guys with the lanterns. Sometimes it's screams. So just be aware that it's not the same level of ads. And now we'll just take out these last guys. And there we go, we've got the two guys spawning, easy money. We'll just take them out. So what I'm going to do is take this side out and activate the console. Pick up this orb. And then we'll take this side out and activate the console. And then we'll go into the middle. We'll activate the third console in the burning room. And now I've kept my super. My super should absolutely destroy him. So as you can see, I'm burning, and the minute I stop, now you'll see my SMG, which you'll see at the end because everything's at the end, has heal clip. That's why I'm healing when I reload. And as you can see, Jesus, it really is fair on him, to be fair. And there we go. I finished it with 8 minutes, but obviously by the time you get to the chest, you lose a little bit of time. And there you go, guys. Thanks a lot for watching. Everything I'm using will be at the end of the video. Again, I hope you enjoyed it. I hope this helps you. Comments and likes would be appreciated. So, thanks for watching. Take it easy, and I'll see you guys in the next one.